But it's not like, just like, for example, 55%.
While the 90 Day Fiancé couples show featured some lovey-dovey couples, these few couples were an awful disgrace. They were miserable together and usually ended up fighting over problems such as long distances and fiancés, and never, ever tried to keep things easy. Number 7. Danielle and Muhammad. From the very beginning, their relationship has seen so many red flags. Muhammad never expressed love for his better half, and he was lied to by Danielle herself about her job, role, and finances. Later, Danielle was even caught using someone else's credit card. However, their relationship took a massive turn when Muhammad admitted in an episode that he hesitated to be intimate with Danielle because of her hygiene issues. In 2017, this pair ended up parting ways, and Danielle has been working her best to apply for an annulment since then so that Muhammad could be deported. This couple was quite an odd one, and I'm actually glad that they took a sane decision for themselves.
I want my sex tonight. If you don't give me my sex tonight, I will.
Number 6. Paul and Kareena. Paul flew all the way to Kareena to pay her a surprise visit and to approach her, which left her quite stunned. It was soon apparent though that Paul was not comfortable in Brazil because both spouses faced severe communication difficulties and were unable to interact without a translating app. Later, Paul revealed his criminal past, but Kareena somehow continued to stay by his side. However, their relationship worsened after they had a son because Paul neglected to look after him and his wife. Number 5. Ed and Rose. This couple met over the internet and clicked with one another instantly. Ed even spent lots of money to get presents for Rose and her family. However, things took a huge turn as soon as Ed grew jealous of the past of his partner. He forced her to take an STD test and declined to take one himself. Moreover, he ended up lying to her about his height and later became very rude to Rose.
STD, which is, I think it's a blood test, and they just test to...
Number 4. Nicole and Azan. This was a long-distance relationship, and this couple mingled, well, unexpectedly. Nicole traveled to Morocco and was left shocked because she was unable to comprehend the culture and lifestyle of Morocco. She would throw tantrums when Azan would not listen to her. With hardly any physical attractiveness and frequent personal attacks, it was obvious that they would leave one another someday. Their drama was extremely childish to even talk about.
But it's not like, just like, for example, 55%.
Number 3. George and Anfisa. This was a problematic couple. Anfisa ended up hacking George's mobile phone and canceled her plane ticket to see him because he wouldn't buy her a $10,000 bag. According to Anfisa, before moving to the States, George had offered to purchase anything she desired and said that he was really wealthy. She went ahead and labeled him stupid, hesitating to buy the items that she wanted. Whereas George later acknowledged that he had exaggerated about his financial state long before he began dating her when he was in debt. He also spent a while in prison and was convicted on drug charges.
More shoes, more bags, more on the car.
There has to be.
Number 2. Rick and Melissa. Rick liked Melissa and went abroad to meet her. However, things were aggravated there. Later, he contacted Zamina, another girl he met on an online dating app, and somehow Zamina figured out that Rick had come for a different girl and not her. Anyways, nothing seemed to work for Rick and the couple ended up separating.
There was a time period, había un tiempo que ella no habló conmigo.
Number 1. Eric and Lydia. Lydia was very demanding. She wanted to be a top priority in Eric's life. She couldn't even handle the presence of his 19-year-old daughter in her apartment and tried her best to make her move on. She also submitted an order of restriction against the young teenager. However, when she found out that Eric paid thousands of dollars worth of childcare, she started to throw a tantrum and threaten Eric, finally telling him to choose either her or his kids. This is absolutely ridiculous, don't you think?
Did you do that on purpose to make me like explode or
No.
what?
I didn't do that on purpose.
I felt like that.
While there are numerous mishaps between lots of couples, there are happier moments to enjoy as well.